Hello everybody, welcome back to the 82-0 show. I am your host Driz. Today we have a very special episode coming right your way, so make sure to subscribe if you're new, like your videos, share with your friends, and yeah, sit down, get comfortable, get your popcorn, let's get it. Cue that intro music.
Hello and welcome back to the 82-0 show. I am your other host Daniel, and today we have a very special topic for you guys. So basically, me and Driz have made a starting lineup and a six-man for every decade of the NBA. So the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and we made one for the future, for the 2020s. So basically, we will be making these decades go head-to-head to find out which is the best decade out of all of them. So we will start by getting rid of 3 decades out of this list, and then we will make the final 4 go head-to-head in a tournament-type fashion to figure out who is the best decade.
Alright. Yeah, that's basically how it's gonna go. So, let's break down the rosters. I'll do that. In the 60s era, we got point guard, triple-double machine, all-time leader for most triple-doubles, even though Russell Westbrook will probably catch him. Doesn't matter. He's still the record holder. We got Oscar Robertson. Shooting guard, we got Jerry the Logo West, Mr. Clutch, nothing much to say about him. Small forward, we got Elgin Baylor. Power forward, we got Bill Russell. And center, we got Wilt the Stilts Chamberlain. And six-man, we got Bailey Howell. I've never heard of this man in my life, but you know what? I got Daniel's word for making the rosters.
He's good. He's good. He's like averaging 20 points and 10 rebounds per game and everything.
Alright.
You know? I trust my guy Bailey. This is a stacked team.
In the 70s, we got Walt Frazier, Pete Maravich, Julius Erving, Bob Lanier, Kareem. Apparently, we don't have a six-man.
Oh, that's my bad, okay. Actually, no, you did this one, that's your fault.
I know.
Come on.
John Havlicek is our six-man. John
Sure.
Havlicek.
No clue who that is, but once again, I trust you.
Oh, wow. Okay. In the 80s, we got the greatest point guard of all time. Nothing really much to say about him, Magic Johnson. At shooting guard, we got Michael Jordan. Small forward, we got Larry Legend. Yeah, that's his nickname, right? Okay,
I don't know why you and Matthew both called him that, and I was so confused by that name.
That's his name. Power forward, we got Dominique Wilkins, and center, we got Kareem, and apparently we still don't have a six-man. Daniel, that one's your fault.
That one was me, and I apologize. No, I got John Stockton. Check the next page. Check the next page. I do my work well.
In the 90s, we got Charles Barkley, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Karl Malone, Hakeem Olajuwon, and six-man is David Robinson. In the 2000s...
Which I definitely spelled wrong, but you know, not gonna talk about that.
Alright. In the 2000s, we got Steve Nash, Dwayne Wade, Kobe Bryant, Tim Duncan, Shaq, and six-man LeBron. Now, before you guys get triggered, my initial thought was to put Kobe at shooting guard and LeBron at small forward. But LeBron did not have much playoff success in the 2000s decade. Dwayne Wade won a ring and a finals MVP. So don't get mad at me.
Was he with Shaq that year?
Yes, he was. It doesn't matter. He averaged 37 a game. Forget it. He averaged
I have
37.
a theory that Driz just doesn't like LeBron at all. And it's not a theory, that's a fact.
Okay.
So in the 2010s,
we got Steph Curry, James Harden, KD, LeBron, and Dirk. Look, every team on this decade has a weak spot. The
Really?
60s, it's the sixth man. Nobody knows who he is. 2010s,
oh
it's
come
the
on,
center.
he's good. He's good.
2010s, it's the center. Who is this guy? No. Dirk is not a very good center. He won't be reliable on defense.
Are you kidding me?
It's quite unfortunate. Dirk was a power forward, Daniel.
Dirk is insane.
Dirk was a power forward, Daniel.
Yeah, but it's Dirk.
But it's Dirk. On defense, he's not that good. Anyway, six-man, we got Kawhi Leonard. Nothing much to say. I would have put Russell Westbrook, but you know what? He didn't do jack in the playoffs. And now for the 2020s decade. We got the future. At point guard, I got Trey. I really wanted to put Ja. I see a huge
More like I really wanted to put Ja, but you just settled for 6-man.
Yeah. Point guard, we got Trey. Shooting guard, we got Luka Doncic. Not much to say. Small forward, I didn't know anybody, so like we put Siakam. He's already got a championship, you know, very valuable in that championship.
I don't think that's a bad pick. A lot of people, first of all, think that there's a possibility that he might go back to back, and he's doing insane for the Raptors this year.
Yeah, great job from him. It's totally not biased from us.
Yep.
Power forward. I know, like, there are going to be some, like, 7-year-olds that are going to be triggered and they want to put Zion here, but, sorry, no, Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis
center,
will definitely carry time.
we really didn't know what to do, so, like, we did it for, like, the memes, Taco Fall.
Not even memes. Once again, Taco Fall, just the best player of all time.
He's 7
He'll
foot
pass
6.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, that's cool. So, 6-man, we got Ja. Now, people are gonna say Zion. Well, you know what? Ja's better than him. I don't know what to tell you, man.
That's why Ja's winning Rookie of the Year.
Yep. Okay, so let's rank these teams. What is the team that's gonna be automatically out?
Which 3 of them? We have 3 teams that we need to get rid of. First of all, can I just say, LeBron, the only player to be featured on 2. Oh wait, that's not true. That's not true. Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. I can talk later. I tried to do something for LeBron and it didn't work.
Yeah. I mean, you could put LeBron you could put LeBron on my list. I don't really care. Anyways, so one decade. I mean, let's be honest. 2020's decade. They're not making it.
No. Wait a second. Think about it for a second. We are not talking about if Siakam now and Taco now.
Well, we don't know.
Ja
that's
now.
the thing. We don't know.
Yeah, but let's say we're talking about, since we're talking about their prime, let's kind of estimate that these guys will be carrying the league, especially Taco.
Bro, we don't know. It's a different time, faster pace. Like, we don't know. We don't.
So you tell me you just want to get rid of them because of the unknown?
No, but I'm just thinking, like, who would they go up? Like, these guys that, the way we know them, Luka being the triple, these guys are stacked, right? But the way we know them, do you see them going up against Steph Curry, James Harden, KD, LeBron?
In their prime, you know.
Bro, we don't know what their prime is gonna be. We don't know what their prime is gonna be. It's not.
So you want to get rid of them just because of the unknown?
I'm not saying get rid of them. I'm just saying take that into account. They're not like this. Well, they're already at a disadvantage. This was your idea to put this. This was your idea to put that team. Alright,
and I still agree with the idea. Take into account wherever we place them. We don't exactly know how the prime is going to be, and nobody does. Mm-hmm. So I think that we should place them as if they live up to their full potential.
Okay, fine.
By the way, for all the people that are like me and are smart, I wanted to put Bronny on this list somewhere. But you know,
that defines smart, doesn't it?
Yep. So what other? I think that another weak team, not weak necessarily, but weaker, is the 70s.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Kareem is insane, but like, and Julius Erving, all these players are insane. But John, Hail, Siak, however you want to pronounce it.
No, it's Havlicek. I just like.
There's no way you spell Havlicek with the H-A-I-L in the first 4 letters.
No, I was just like, whatever. I was just like typing a bunch of stuff. It doesn't matter.
Oh, you misspelled it.
Yeah.
Ah, so that's why
I missed the V. I missed.
Sure.
Anyways, yeah, they're out. I got the 70s out.
Yeah, so that's already done. Yeah, 70s are out.
Now for me,
2 more teams.
I'm between 2020s, 80s, not even the 80s, and
80s.
The 60s.
You kidding me?
The 60s.
Here, why don't
between
we do
2020s and 60s? Like if these teams were go to clash, Oscar Robertson, triple-double machine, great all-around player.
I think that the 60s are a majorly underrated team.
For what? I know they're underrated, But who? What? You have them being the 80s or 90s? You have them being the 2010s?
I don't know. First of all, maybe 2010.
Maybe.
I don't know. Why don't we do this for a second? Why don't we pick two teams that we know automatically will definitely go through to the next round?
Two teams.
Yeah.
2000s for sure. Like Dwayne Wade, LeBron, Kobe, Tim
Really,
Duncan,
you think that they're gonna make
Shaq, Tim Duncan,
it?
LeBron
Yeah,
at six-man,
that's true,
Kobe?
That's true.
Bro.
I mean, I think that I have 4 of the players on that team on my top 15 list.
Yeah, like except for Steve Nash, right?
Except for Dwayne Wade.
Bro, Dwayne Wade's got to be in your top 15.
Top 15 all time?
Yeah.
Nah, there are too many players to do that, bro.
Whatever.
That's a tough
we're
one,
not
but
gonna discuss this.
yeah, that's a topic for another day.
Anyways.
If you want to see me and Matthew, however, go head to head in that episode, check our last episode before this one.
Yeah, I'm back, by the way.
Yeah, he went to go climb Everest and he has made it back,
Yeah.
and we are very proud of him.
Anyways.
So, next decade, that definitely going through.
Yeah, I got 2000s decade definitely going through.
I mean, besides 2000.
Oh, besides 2000s? Let's check the 80s and the 90s.
You think
80s.
both of them?
80s or the 90s.
Oh.
90s had Stockton, Charles Barkley, what? You put Charles Barkley up. Oh no, you put Charles Barkley at point guard. Why the hell? No. 90s forget 90s. Even though they got Jordan. No, they're.
Yeah,
I got
but
the 80s.
first of all, 90s are stacked, but I think 80s would make it over them.
Magic
But we'll
Johnson.
see about that if they both
Bro,
make it later.
Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan in his
Larry Bird.
Larry Legend Bird, Dominique Wilkins, Kareem.
Once again, all 5 of these players made it into my top 15 all time.
Dominique Wilkins?
Oh wait, no, sorry, not Dominique Wilkins. I'm sorry, Dominique. Oh, or John Stockton actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Okay, so the 80s definitely make it through.
So now we have 2 teams that have made it through, and then we have 1 team that is already out.
Okay, now I'm between the 60s and 90s to get out, or 2000s, 10s. Cause
Really? You think 2010s could get out?
no, wait, what am I saying? No, 90s. It's because you put Charles Barkley at point guard, you idiot.
So choose somebody else. Put Steve Kerr.
No, bro, I'm putting John Stockton.
Sure, fine. John Stockton.
Yeah, idiot.
Blithering
Blithering idiot. Okay, yeah, that works.
I don't even like Charles Barkley. I don't know why I put him there. Good, not gonna lie.
So John Stockton, yeah, okay, they're a good team. All right, for the 3rd spot, it's between the 2010s and the 90s.
Here, why don't we run through a matchup for them? So Steph on John Stockton. Who do you think wins that matchup?
I'd give it the slight edge to Steph. Because
Steph?
John Stockton, he's a very good IQ. He's a very good passer. He could get some steals, you know. So that's why I say slightly. But Steph.
So I think Steph would win that. What about shooting guard? Michael Jordan or James Harden?
We know.
Okay, let me ask you this though. Do you think that Michael Jordan would be able to stop James Harden from scoring?
Definitely.
You think
Definitely.
So?
90s, bro. This is Jordan. Like James Harden's he could travel all he wants. Jordan.
Okay, but something about James Harden is first of all he's insane from everywhere.
Okay, look, yeah, I know. If James Harden, he could stop him. James Harden, Jordan's gonna make him take tough shots. If he makes him, you live with it. Like I'm not saying.
He does make those though. He makes those.
Exactly, but if he makes it, you live with it. But I think Jordan can stop him if he forces him to take tough shots with Jordan, mentally the way he is. He could not stop him because James Harden's gonna get buckets. He makes tough shots, but if he forces him into taking those tough shots, he's gonna make him miss more than he makes.
But think about this for a second. Michael Jordan is not used to guarding someone who plays with the type of play that James Harden does.
But he'll adapt, bro. He'll adapt.
Within a game?
Yeah, no, he could do it. He'll just study the game. Well, he's not Kobe, but like, it's Jordan. I like, don't doubt him. Like, he could guard James Harden. He's Jordan's in the 90s. He was like fast. He was strong. He was
How much is James Harden dropping on Jordan?
He could drop 20 on him. 30.
How much is Jordan dropping on James Harden?
Well,
70.
Yeah.
James Harden with his 0 defense.
Oh yeah, and Jordan with one of the quickest first steps of all time. You know, something.
Yeah,
else.
but then again, they have KD and LeBron to then help there.
To match up with Scottie Pippen and Karl Malone. Now I know KD and LeBron win that battle. KD and LeBron win that battle. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, if I'm being totally honest with you, I think that both 2010s and 90s group to me.
I know.
Not 90s, 80s. No, 90s. Jeez. But
yeah, so
let's look at 2020s for a second against 60s. Before we totally destroy and eliminate them.
Yeah. So Trae Young. Now listen. He can't play defense for the life of him. He's not.
Yeah. Oscar Robertson is
he's gonna score. Yeah. Luka on what's his face? Who's the guy?
The logo, you mean? Jerry West?
Jerry West. I don't know much on him. I know he's quote unquote Mr. Clutch. Jerry West. I have no doubt Jerry West is gonna do his thing, but I mean Luka. He's gonna.
I don't know.
Stats.
I think Jerry West.
But Luka's gonna get stats. Like he's gonna get rebounds, assists.
Jerry West ranks 35th in assists per game, all time, and was one of the most efficient scorers.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm not saying. I told you Jerry West is gonna do his thing, but don't like undermine Luka. Luka's can.
Yeah, I get that, but I don't know.
They're not.
I think
they're both not the greatest defenders. Both not the greatest defenders.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I see Jerry West completely winning that battle.
Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. Small forward Siakam versus Elgin Baylor.
Destroyed.
Siakam's destroyed.
Oh, sorry. No, because keep in mind, Elgin Baylor is short. He's at 6'5".
Wasn't he 6'7"?
He's 6'5".
And Siakam's very quick.
That's a tough matchup, actually.
I'd give it to Elgin, but don't, again, like Luka, don't undermine Siakam. Like, he's fast.
First of all, I don't think we've seen enough of Siakam to really see how it's going to go also. That's another problem with a lot of the 2020 decades.
Alright, now, Giannis versus Bill Russell. Now, this is like a battle of the Titans type of matchup, right? Yeah,
no.
What, Bill?
It's decently obvious.
I know it's Bill, but like Giannis is a
No,
freak
it's
of
Giannis.
nature. It's Giannis.
Giannis. Easily.
He's gonna dunk out. Okay, now this is the matchup of the Titans. Taco Fall and...
Okay, like, this is obvious.
Yeah, Taco.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, 2020s are out. Now that I think...
Oh,
yeah,
I wasn't kidding.
They're out. They're out.
Okay, so we have... Well, as we're about to live through the 2020s, a disappointing roster. A disappointing decade, I guess.
We don't know. So now it's between 2010s, the 90s are in, right?
Yeah. Plus, maybe all we know is that maybe there is a. Also, I haven't said 90s or anything. I don't know.
All right, so we need 2 more teams in 90s, 2000s, or 60s.
And 60s. So
which one is automatically in for you?
Automatically in? I don't think that there's a team that's automatically in.
Yeah.
Actually, 2010's automatically in for me.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Okay, so... I could see that, but they're very, very weak at center.
Oh, so... Come on. So let me just do a Google. Best center of 2010s NBA. So since you really don't like him, we could go for, if you really want, we go for Dwight Howard and DeMarcus Cousins, Marc Gasol. Like,
Yeah. What have they done in there?
oh, also, wait, is Tim Duncan already on the list? Bro, Tim Duncan's not on our 2010s list. Anthony Davis.
Was the center?
Bruh,
Tim Duncan was a true power forward.
Yeah, but he played power forward and center.
Yeah, but still. You want to put Tim Duncan there? Go put Tim Duncan. Fine, 2010s make it. Old Tim Duncan.
That just makes them even more stacked.
Old Timmy D.
Final. Timmy D.
And Kawhi. Yeah. Okay, so
I do feel wrong about, that's the wrong color. I do feel wrong about not putting Dirk in the 2010s, but maybe I'll put a 7th man if I'm really feeling so sad about it. No, I'm kidding.
Alright, so now it's between 90s and 60s. We all know 90s. Put him in.
I don't want to do that just yet. let's just run through a quick matchup, okay? Just for fun. Oscar Robertson, John Stockton.
Oscar Robertson.
That's already a dub for the 60s. Let's go, boys. Michael Jordan and
yeah, don't even say his name. Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen or Elgin Baylor.
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen. Yes. Facilitator on offense. He spaces out the floor. One of the greatest defenders.
He's my second favorite player ever in the NBA. And if I'm hesitating, I mean, Elgin Baylor was insane though.
I know he was, but still, Scottie Pippen, the way he facilitates, he's gonna play well with his team. Elgin Baylor, no doubt that he's great. He's very good. But Scottie Pippen, he could facilitate. He'll grab rebounds. He'll dish out some assists. You know, he'll be great. And on defense,
I'm only agreeing with you because Elgin Baylor is short.
Power forward, Karl Malone or Bill. I mean, Malone could big body Bill. You know, he's got John Stockton on his team, like the pick and fade, pick and pop, a bunch of stuff, pick and roll. They're like, it's their bread and butter, those two. So, they're like great chemistry.
Are we including chemistry things?
Like that's a factor. We don't need to include it, but it's a factor. Like
yeah.
You don't need to include team chemistry for everyone. Like you'll just see it at first glance. And Hakeem Olajuwon against Wilt. No doubt Wilt is better, but Hakeem Olajuwon is like probably one of the greatest defenders of all time.
Nah, I'm giving that to Wilt.
I know I'm giving it to Wilt, but like there's a higher gap between Jerry West and Jordan.
Yeah, it's fair.
Then there
and
is
six man Bailey Howell.
Shut up.
Against David Robinson.
Bro, David Robinson dropped 73 points in an NBA game. The guy.
And Bailey Howell, he
existed.
Yeah.
Yeah. 90s are making it in.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Bailey Howell was good, but I'm sorry, 90s. You have to go.
So you want to do oldest, then newest, oldest versus newest, then second oldest versus newest. You want to do that? You want that to be the format?
That was my plan.
Alright, so let's go. So the 80s are the oldest in this matchup.
And
They'll be going up.
They are a big favorite as well.
They will be going up against the 2010s. Now let's match this up really quickly. If I could figure out how to zoom out on this Google Doc, that'd be helpful.
I don't know why you're zoomed in. So point guard. That's it. One.
Oh,
Magic Johnson is the best true point guard.
He'll grab rebounds. You know, he's great at getting triple doubles. Great defender as well. He's better than Curry.
Steph plays so differently than Magic Johnson, though.
Steph Curry's a score-first point guard, but Magical with Jordan, Larry Bird, the perimeter shooting, Dominique with the finish at the rim, and Kareem. All these guys can score. each of these guys can score very well.
So can Steph.
And having
So
one,
can
but having
Steph is one of the most prolific scorers in history.
no, I'm talking
Same
about
for
Jordan.
James Harden.
I'm talking about Jordan, Bird, Dominique, Kareem, and you have the greatest passer of all time in Magic Johnson dishing them the ball. That's like bread and butter right there. That's perfect.
Okay, but then you look at this, and you got at point guard you have Steph Curry, which is once again the best shooter. Then you have in history, no question. And you got shooting guard you got James Harden, who is one of the best scorers in history. And then you got KD, who's one of the best scorers and shooters in history. And you get LeBron, who's one of the best players in history. And you have Timmy D, who is, yeah. Then you have Kawhi.
Look. How do I say this? Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Enough said. You got the Jordan when he was in his physical prime, when he was in defensive prime, everything prime, scoring everything. You just didn't win. Clutch everything, scoring prime. Besides winning. You got Magic Johnson, who is, well, again, in his prime, one of the winningest players ever. You got Larry Bird, you got two of the most clutch players of all time on the same team. Probably, arguably, top two clutch players of all time. You got Dominique Wilkins, who is a very, very, very good scorer. You got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who is another very, very, very good scorer and provides length. Dominique Wilkins at the center position will eat up the other team's center. Okay? Tim Duncan is old. He's old.
Okay. Poor Tim Duncan.
He's slow. Fundamentals. They'll get you so far. They actually, you know what? They will get you so far.
Yeah, they will get you really far.
Yeah.
This is, it could just be because I didn't really watch that much basketball till that recently. So, I barely, watched anything of, for example, 2000. Anything before. First of all, I wasn't born.
I mean, yeah, I didn't watch that much either. But you gotta know, you know?
Yeah, I know, and you know that these guys are legends and insane. But here I have best shooter. I have insane shooters, which, by the way, the 80s aren't that used to. They didn't have shooters like Steph and James Harden in the 80s. They didn't have insanely tall guys like KD, who are still insane shooters, yet play small forward. You have LeBron, who's LeBron. You have Timmy D, who's I'm not too sure about it.
Okay, listen. Let me tell you something. Your 2010s decade, you have Jordan, the greatest scorer of all time. He dropped 37 points in a season, where you are getting hacked, fouled, pushed, hand-checked, everything. He got all of that. And these Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Kareem, Dominique, even Magic, these guys got buckets. These guys provided on offense. They dropped so many great offensive numbers in lower-paced eras and just in getting fouled, getting pushed around. Your guys, KD, who's great lights out, he's not getting fouled, checked like the way these guys would, Larry Bird, Jordan, Magic.
Okay. Well, then this once again changes the whole. This changes the whole tournament. How are we playing? Are we playing how it was back in the 1960s? Are we playing how it is in the present?
Like a regular pickup game.
No, not pickup. Like a actual game.
I mean,
you don't have 6-man in pickup drills.
Either way, if we play in any era, if they go to
if we're playing present, 2010's 100% winning.
Are you kidding
me? We're playing back then.
Okay, now
90s, 80s are winning 100%.
Listen. I know they're shooting. The 2010s are going to be shooting. You're limiting the defensive capability of this team. This team defensively will eat up that team. Compare their defenses.
It's a matchup with James Harden and Michael Jordan. James Harden cannot do anything to Michael Jordan.
And Jordan can do something to James Harden in any era. Right? Curry can do damage to Magic, but Magic on offense can do more damage than Curry can do because Magic Johnson is a great offensive player and Curry is not a good defender. You got Larry Bird at small forward. I understand you have KD, but Larry Bird was doing amazing scoring, one of the most clutch players of all time. And you have this era,
Okay, fine,
back then
move
you
them
limit
on.
their score.
Move the 80s on. Move the 80s
Yay! Just wins.
on. Yeah, I'm used to that.
Oh,
The
yeah.
90s versus 2000s.
I got 2000s.
Yes, so do I. Well, that's
Gee.
why.
You got Prime Shaq,
Yeah.
Prime Tim, best player of
Yeah.
that the top three players of that decade already. Right? Like
Yeah.
Shaq, Kobe, Prime Kobe, like 81 point, that type of Kobe. You got Dwayne Wade, Prime Dwayne Wade, when he was a monster. He was a monster. And then you got Steve Nash. Who was,
Nash is sick.
he is 50, 40, 90 club, 10 assists per. Oh man. This
And
team
he's
is
Canadian.
And he's Canadian. This team is too stacked. I love Jordan and Kobe. Those guys are gonna like go at it constantly. If that were a matchup, those guys mentally everything. They're like.
Okay, if
go
that was
at
a
it.
matchup, which it's not in this simulation, then Jordan would win.
Jordan is winning this shooting guard matchup, but Kobe's still gonna like get buckets.
Yeah.
You know, Kobe, because Kobe's like he's a great defender. He's tied for first all defensive first teams of all time, tied for total all defensive teams all time. Kobe is an all-time great defender. He can
Tell me
guard-
this though, before we get rid of also, by the way, just as a casual off the bench, they have LeBron James.
Yeah, about casual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just you know.
I know like Miami days was better, but I think 29 LeBron would fit better with that 2000s lineup than 2013 LeBron would. I don't know, it's different. He'd provide more defense, which I like, you know.
Sure. But I don't disagree. I also think that, but before, let's just do a run through a quick matchup. John Stockton, Steve Nash. I think that goes to John Stockton actually.
John Stockton versus Steve Nash?
Yeah.
No.
What? Cause he's Canadian? Like, come on.
No.
That excuse could only
Because-
go so far.
John Stockton, although he was a great passer, Steve Nash was a better passer. Is a better. in his
Okay, but
prime.
John Stockton's also an insane scorer and everything.
He's an insane scorer, but you can give it to him. But Steve Nash is way more efficient. Probably the greatest free throw shooter of all time. If you
Also,
could-
even if we do give it to John Stockton, I still think that 2000s move on.
yeah, it's like 4-5. Like it's
Yeah,
like
so shooting guard Michael Jordan.
another 4-5. You know, like they're basically just like one step ahead. You know.
Sure. So shooting guard Michael Jordan against
Kobe. It's in there.
no against Dwayne Wade.
Oh, I forgot. Against Dwayne. Oh yeah, Jordan.
Yeah, of course.
Scottie.
It's not like Kobe can't go into help, and it's not like Shaq can't just look at Jordan, just look down on him with his hugeness, just be like,
Huge.
Hi.
What? That sounded so weird. With his huge.
I just want to see Jordan get terrified by Shaq. I really want to see that
Bro,
happen.
he eliminated. Jordan's not terrified of Shaq. He swept him in the first.
No,
round.
I want to see that happen.
Oh, yeah, it won't. It never. You think Jordan's scared?
I want him to be.
I want it. You wish.
Yeah, I do.
Small forward, Scottie Pippen or Kobe? Easily Kobe.
Yeah, that's
Hands down. Like that's like.
no, sorry, Scotty.
Shut up. No.
Wait, just a question. Scottie Pippen's how tall again?
6'7".
So it will kind of, the height.
Oh no,
will
he's
be a-
6'8". He's 2 inches taller than Kobe Bryant. It's a huge
So-
margin, isn't that, Daniel?
It's like the difference between me and you. I do think that. By the way, go check out the 1v1 that we posted a week back. Go check that out. Great video, if I do say so myself. And get ready for one coming up soon.
Alright, whatever. Come on. What do you have to say for Scottie Pippen going?
I think that the size advantage and just the roughness might kind of help Scottie Pippen, but I do think that it still goes towards Kobe, but I don't think it's that obvious.
The only thing that helps Scottie is the size advantage.
Not
But
the
Kobe's still dropping 35 on this guy's head, 40 on this guy's head.
That's might be an exaggeration.
35 on Pippen's head in like the prime where he was like 81 type point Kobe, yeah. Karl Malone versus Tim Duncan. Prime Tim Duncan, bud.
But look at Karl Malone. Think of when we did the Kobe what if Kobe went to the Bulls and we found out how insane Karl Malone actually was. It's just that he was kind of always in Jordan's shadow.
Okay, fine. Give it to Karl Malone. Center, we all know who it is.
Yeah, that's Shaq and six-man LeBron. Yeah. So yeah, that's GG.
The finals now between the 1980s and the 2000s.
This is let's just don't even say who you think it is. Just go just run through the mashups real quick.
You got now here's the thing. Let's not go through matchups. Let's go through how they'll play in a game. You got Magic Johnson, Steve Nash, Dwayne Wade, like Jordan in his prime. If I put Steve Nash, he'll be able to facilitate. He'll be shooting very, very efficient. Dwayne Wade will be doing well, not as well as he should be doing, because he is going to be being guarded by prime Jordan. If I were the 80s,
is 80s prime Jordan, not 90s.
Yeah. Well, Jordan in his prime was in like 1996, but I think like physical, like all around, just like pure basketball prime, like I think it's 80s. Like Kobe at small forward versus Larry Bird. Larry Bird, I don't think he'll be able to score as much as he would, but he'll definitely be passing, rebounding. Kobe on offense, Larry Bird is slower. On defense, I don't think Larry Bird will be able to keep up as well as he should be. Kobe was very quick in that decade. He's very skilled offensively. I think Kobe gets that slight edge over Bird, and they're just like equally on clutch levels. They're in the same like section of clutch players, so
I agree with you.
Those two are gonna perform. Power forward at Tim Duncan versus Dominique Wilkins. I mean, it's Tim Duncan. The guy was a monster. Almost had a quintuple double or quadruple double in the playoffs, in the finals.
Yeah.
The guy, great defender at the rim, and Shaq. Shaq is Shaq.
Shaq, dominant.
Shaq,
dominant.
Knowing Steve Nash, if Kobe or Dwayne Wade won't have the ball, and Steve Nash won't be playing catch and shoot positions, I see Kobe and like Kobe, he'll be hitting a lot of the perimeter shots if he gets the ball. Like my suggestion was like run an ISO play. You're faster than the guy. He won't be as good of a defender as you are an offensive player. But if I'm Steve Nash, if I'm not looking to give it to Kobe, or if Kobe's not forget Kobe, I'm giving it down to the bigs because Shaq's gonna eat up on.
Then let's just once again do a casual sub in. Just add LeBron to the mix.
Yeah, LeBron in for Dwayne Wade. LeBron's going to be providing that athleticism that Jordan does have, but Jordan's going to probably be guarding Kobe, who is the
LeBron has more size.
He's the same size as Larry Bird. See, because let's say, I have no problem with this. Let's say you put Kobe at shooting guard and LeBron at small forward. Kobe offensively is probably the guy you should watch out, because you don't know, like in the playoffs, you want to be better safe than sorry.
Offensively?
Offensively, yes, because you don't know if he's gonna erupt. So
on the 2000, yeah.
You are, because you're putting Jordan on him automatically, right?
But then, I don't know. First of all, I think that Jordan would guard LeBron just because I feel like Jordan would just want to, but that's just me trying to figure out if he'd want to.
Kobe, like, because he'd like to take on that challenge, but Kobe is like it's like that same type of matchup. So, like, I'd put Jordan on Kobe because Kobe, it lowers his chances of Kobe erupting, even though Jordan could play so well on Kobe, and you know how Kobe is with tough shots, just live with it. But
do you think in 1v1 Kobe would win over Jordan?
It would never end, honestly. Those two,
that's not true.
Like, my money is probably on Jordan, but like, let's say it's a win by 2 situation.
My money's on Jordan.
It's on Jordan, but let's say, like, the ideal answer would be Jordan, but like, you gotta think about it. This guy, like, these two mentally, like, they won't let it slip out of their hands. They'll never.
Who's bigger, Kobe or Jordan?
Kobe. Actually, same size about. I think Kobe weighed a bit more than Jordan. Yeah, but you know.
I don't know.
Jordan,
I don't see Kobe having the game. It's possible. Once again, anything's possible.
Whoa. Kobe could definitely win. It's higher chance that Jordan wins, but Kobe could definitely win in a one-on-one against Jordan.
Anybody could definitely win. Apparently, a accountant at a Jordan camp could beat him in a 1v1. Yes, that actually happened, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
But
Jimmy High Roller. Forget one-on-one. If it's win by 2, this is never ending. That's all I'm gonna say.
I disagree, but
yes,
that's alright. I think we both agree with the overall outcome, though.
No, wait. I'm not finished. Because let's say LeBron is in, you're gonna put your best defender in Jordan on their best offensive player in Kobe, which leaves LeBron to be LeBron, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna be LeBron.
Obviously.
On Larry Bird, faster, stronger. He'll attack the rim. You got Kareem, who's gonna be there. LeBron's bigger than Kareem. He's dunking on this guy.
And Kareem can't help out. He has the monster of Shaq on him.
Exactly. And with LeBron's, even though he doesn't have the vision he has in 2020, he still has somewhat a great passing ability. So if Kareem's gonna go and help, he's gonna dish it to Shaq or Tim Duncan, and that's over. You know, so I think
there's so many ways that they could win it, and I honestly
it could go both ways. Honestly, you got.
I don't see it. I see it's very tough for the 80s to win. It's definitely possible, especially if they all clutch up, which is very probable with them. But I say that I give it to the 2000s.
So
I say that the 2000s are the ultimate winner of our decade tournament.
Yes, sir. That was amazing.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Alright.
Hey, I just realized LeBron's officially played through in 3 decades.
Vince has played in 4 different decades.
That's he actually?
Yeah. 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and 2020s. Vince was in the 90s.
Gee.
Yep.
Insane.
And that does it.
that does for this episode. I will do the outro. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're new, and share with everyone you know. If you don't, I will be very upset. We now have IRL videos, so go check those out. Go check the update video on our channel to find out when they will be posted, and all of that fun stuff. Go listen to the podcast on Spotify and iHeartRadio. And yep, thank you guys for watching. Peace out.
Peace out, guys.